Passports, asked us some questions, answered them, and it was super easy to get through. And now we're driving through and it is so foggy. It's crazy. It's like mysterious looking.
How's it going? Back for another week here, and once again it is me flying solo. Julie is still in Texas, believe it or not. She's left me alone for this long, but I'm ready for her to get back. We got another couple days and then we'll be back to knocking this stuff out as a team instead, and I definitely am ready for that. So we visited Prince Edward Island up in Canada with some friends of ours, the Brewers from the Wanderful Way. We had a great time. We spent a week in Prince Edward Island, later a week in Nova Scotia, which you'll see next week. But our week in PEI was really top-notch stuff. We enjoyed every bit of it. Had a lot of time to hang out with the Brewers, obviously, but we just got to see some beautiful, beautiful country, beautiful coastline. Just had a fantastic time. Our RV park was actually just a pretty short drive, about a 5 to 7 minute drive from one section of Prince Edward Island National Park. And after 6 o'clock, you can get into that park for free. So that means free sunsets right on the coast. We got to enjoy that more than one time. We went back at least a couple of times. Our first night there, we did it, and then one of our later nights. But it was a perfect spot to enjoy a sunset. Boys, well, all the kids had a chance to run around, taking photos, doing all kinds of stuff like that, and the adults just kicking back and enjoying the sunset. I mean, what more can you ask for? We are in a beautiful place with a beautiful sunset, relaxing. It was good. So about 40 minute drive from where we were staying near Cavendish, there's a place called Thunder Cove Beach, which is a bunch of sandstone cliffs and rock formations. One of those rocks is called Teacup Rock. It's called that because it's been eroded in such a way that it's got a really slender base and a larger formation above it. And we got some good pictures of that and just got to hang out there for a while. We did, however, get rained on while we were out there on Thunder Cove Beach. So we had to run about a half a mile back down the coast to our truck. We were trying to protect we were trying to protect camera gear and everything else and try and keep ourselves from getting soaked completely to the bone. So that was exhausting, but still an enjoyable outing there on the PEI coast for sure.
Firewood.
It's probably a little moist.
It's probably.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. 1. Mikey, you're not doing anything.
He's like, forget this.
You'd think maybe we had enough coast time by then, but no. We spent most of our time there in PEI on the coast because, well, what else are you going to do? It's an island, and it's beautiful, beautiful coastline. So the next place we checked out was called Cape Tryon Lighthouse, which again was about, I think, in the 30 to 40 minute range from Cavendish, if I remember correctly. We actually took 2 trips out there. We took one during the daytime, just to kind of scout around and see everything that we could. The boys, of course, took advantage of the cliffs there. They had some really nice spots to be able to do some cliff jumping. No, I'm not talking about cliff jumping like risking your life type of stuff, but 10, 15 feet up, they were jumping into the ocean and just having the time of their lives swimming around out there. But we decided we liked that spot so much that we wanted to get back for a sunset as well. So a few nights later, we got back out there to the lighthouse. Again, more cliff jumping, all of that stuff. That spot for the sunset, I mean, it's just unreal. The first spot that we hit there close to the campground was fantastic, but there was just something extra special about this Cape Tryon spot that we enjoyed. And we sat out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, just soaking everything in and enjoying it.
On a weary line, too scared to trust you and jump down. I'll keep my status quo up here, won't let anybody come near. I'll fix it on my own. 29 years I've been the same, trying so hard to run from shame. Can I keep up the pace? To fool myself, I don't need grace. Will you be there to catch my fall? Need to be sure you'll hear my call. Darkness around me and I don't know why it's so hard to let go. Why it's so hard to let go.
The last stretch of road heading out to Cape Tryon is very rough, bumpy, muddy, nasty road. You don't want to be taking your Prius out there. We were both in trucks, and that was a good thing. Made it a lot easier. So think about that before you head out to Cape Tryon. I don't want you destroying your vehicle while you're out there. But the trip itself, the experience, fantastic. One of our last stops on the island before we headed south to Nova Scotia was actually another section of Prince Edward Island National Park. It's the Greenwich section, which was nearly an hour and a half south of where we were staying. So we had a pretty good drive to get down there, but we had been told by some folks there in the Cavendish area that the place was just spectacular. You've got paths going through a forest and then out over a boardwalk over water, leading up over dunes and then to a sand beach on the other side. So you're getting just all these different landscapes and feels and views, and it was a top-notch hike. Probably about 2.5 to 3 miles of actual hiking to get out there to the beach and back, but all pretty flat ground other than some stairs heading up over the dunes. Very easy stuff and so photogenic. Oh my goodness. I couldn't stop stopping and taking pictures. I brought my camera out there with me, and it took us forever to get to the dunes because we were taking so many pictures.
Where are we, Aaron?
PEI.
What are we doing?
Going to Greenwich National Park.
I don't think that's what it's called.
What's it called?
I think it's called Prince Edward Island National Park.
That was Greenwich. And why is it called Greenwich?
I don't know. Hi, Hannah.
Oh, they're frolicking.
Look at the
Oh
frolickers.
my gosh. It's
Frolic.
Are they doing,
Are they doing push-ups?
Whose boys are those?
I don't know.
Frolic! Frolic! Frolic!
You made it.
I did not expect this.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I really did not expect this.
The water feels perfect.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh no.
Oh man. Why didn't I bring my swimsuit?
I know.
They watch? Oh, let's do it. Wait, how?
You run in slow motion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
You can do slow-mo.
Like you're saving someone's life.
Take down.